Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris. Today, I'm gonna give you a glimpse inside my thought process on when is a project too small to use a CNC? Well, I actually wanna open that question up to you. This is a client build, believe it or not. I'll give you a hint. The inside is finished plywood, but the outside is not. What is it? You'll see at the end of the video, but I wanna open up the question to you guys. When is a project too simple or too small to use a CNC? I typically would have made this on the bandsaw and the table saw, but why not use this and practice, practice getting good with the software. Practice, I don't know, just practice. Trying to up the skill set, right? And that's what we did here. So, turned out good, and I'll explain what they are, but right now you're gonna see me build them. So, let's just jump right into it. All right, like I said, this is 1/2 inch finished plywood on one side and not finished on the other. I cut down some pieces on the table saw. I go into VCarve Pro and we've got a design here that's been carefully measured. And we're gonna go ahead and cut it out using an 1/8 inch bit. This is a down cut bit, of course, works really well with plywood. And a tip, if you're getting into CNC, you don't typically need to use tabs, which would hold the piece together. If you limit the dust collection and you use a down cutting bit, a lot of dust will just flood the surface inside, keeping everything nice and snug. Once you pull everything off, it's now time to take our pieces over to the workbench and install them. I take the back piece and I cut it down to size because eventually I'm gonna put a hinge, or at least I thought I was. And we go ahead and start assembling this thing, and it's just not coming together like I wished, honestly. I failed. So back to the drawing board. Boy, look at that. So, I mean, the glare, woo. Anyway, back into Vectric. I failed at the last attempt, and so here's the new one. And we've got a couple different pieces added, so we're gonna go ahead and run that toolpath and see what happens. It looks like, of course, it's gonna cut through, but it looks like everything is gonna work out okay. Yeah, so let's try this. Different measurements should be a lot better. And it is a lot better. Now those two little pieces, I've already snagged those out. And now we're gonna take this over to the workbench. We're gonna do a little bit of sanding, but I don't really like to show you sanding. Nobody likes sanding. So I kind of blurted it out for you, so you're welcome. So because this is finished plywood, I'm gonna sand down the edges where I'm gonna attach the glue. As you see here, I'm using my Armor Tool workbench along with some dog fences. These register anywhere on the bench, and I like to use them at 90 degrees just to make assembly of something like this so much easier. Glue and brad's all you need. Fantastic stuff here, check that out. So in my previous iteration of this, I was gonna put a hinge on the back to allow the thing that's going in here easy access. However, I realized that these are actually gonna be stored up against the wall, so I can just leave the back completely open. And that's what we're gonna do here. So we're gonna build the front and the top using glue and brads, just like you've seen me use before. Clamp everything in place just to make sure you get a nice snug fit. And this is turning out to be a really nice wooden boot. No, I'm just kidding. So we need to fill the holes, and I'm gonna use some CA glue and activator. And of course, I always have company around here, and it's fantastic. Check it out. Carrots. Hey, you like carrots?
No.
Whatever. Oh, come on, girl. You eat carrots almost every day. Don't be telling fibs. All right, as you can see here, sanding. Yeah, I don't like sanding either, baby. But you can see here, the CA glue is all nice and flush. My client's gonna paint these, so this was a pretty good result to use. And now we're just gonna do a little hand sanding, breaking the edges. And then real quickly, I'm just gonna show you a little bit of the assembly of the second one because I am building two of these using the same system as before. And that's this project complete, guys. Except for these little pieces that are gonna go on the backs. Those are gonna be used to hold the apparatus in, and it turned out pretty nice. So, I passed the question off to you. This was a simple project. Now, I did cut it on the CNC. Very easily, you could do this with a bandsaw and table saw. As I'm showing you a couple clips here, I do wanna know your thoughts on, would you use a CNC for something like this? It was very simple to model, and it was very easy to install. And yeah, here I'm gonna give you my final thoughts and show you exactly what these are for. Well, if you guessed it before now, congratulations. These are water dispensers for pets, cats and dogs. And before we get into it, check this out. What do you think? Uh-oh. Yeah, buddy. Oh, no, don't eat the tape measure. That's not what it's for. I mean, it is in a water bowl. Here, you wanna play with it? There you go.
So 16.
16. What else? 17. 18. 19. Woo! 20. This kid rocks, man. Okay, so you can see these things are built to hold a basic water dispenser for a pet. Now, here's the issue. I don't know what's going on, but these used to come in bigger sizes and they don't anymore. So my client said, look, the only size we could find are these, and what's happening is that their cats are actually getting on top of these, and then when they get on top and play with them, what happens is this. The water jug comes out. Now there's safety features in here which don't allow them to spill. Either way, she didn't want that to happen anymore. So she goes, can you come up with a solution? Here it is, okay? So basically these are gonna sit on anti-skid mats in their home. She's going to be painting these. This is why you saw me, take care of these nail holes and whatnot with a little CA glue. Coupon code for it down below, all right? Not only that, but she's gonna do, I guess, like an Annie Sloan type deal. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. This was one of those things that challenged me to take measurements and model it. And as simple as this may look, I actually messed up on it. Watch this. I'm back. This is the first iteration, and man, was it ugly. I mean, it was in process, it looked okay. I made a cut here, and it just, I don't know what I was doing. Anyway, it made me rethink it. Took me an afternoon to come up with this, product and build it. It was a pretty fun thing to do, actually. And I'm glad I did. So my question again, is there a project too simple to use the CNC? Yeah, there probably is. Maybe to make, I don't know, just rectangular pieces of wood, maybe? Either way, I'm just curious. So I also want to know what you guys think. These turned out pretty nice. And you saw in that previous clip, there's a small lip that was designed after the fact that we put in there to keep everything nice and secure. So there you go. Thanks for joining me, guys. I really, really appreciate you being here. And the outro is a bit long-winded, but hey, sometimes that's just what I do. All right. Y'all have a great day. My name's Chris. Thanks again. And if you want to help us out, want to support the channel, there's all stuff down below, Patreon. I've got all kinds of things down there telling you what I'm all about. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. See you later. Thank you for being here today. And that is dinner in the oven. Hold on, please.